First and foremost, I want to give all honor and praises to our Heavenly Father Yahweh, also the true Holy Black Messiah, the King of Kings, royalty himself, Yahweh Shah, Mashiach, also the Final Father, True Fighter, One West. This is for the King's Corner back at you here with another lesson. And for I go farther in this lesson intended to the lost sheep of Israel, which consists of the so-called blacks, the so-called Native American Indian, the so-called Latino descent, and also our brothers and sisters that scattered abroad from Brazil all the way to Jamaica. You represent the 12 tribes of Israel that scatter abroad. To you also say shalom and peace and blessing to you as well. I'm going to title this lesson, Every Kingdom Had an End. And every rulership had an end. But I'm going to title it, Every Kingdom Had an End. And this same thing that's going to happen, that happened in the past, is going to happen to this kingdom. When you read the book of Daniel, it tells you about the different rulership throughout time and history. You can even go back as far as the book of Genesis. Salakia, in the book of Exodus, Salakia. The book of Exodus mentioned how even Egypt had a time where their rulership had an end. That's why we celebrate the Passover, because the Passover is to pay homage to for us being delivered out of Egypt. So if that rulership had an end, and remember, Egypt was a very mighty force in that time and era. So is America, So if every rulership throughout time and throughout history and throughout the ages had an end, what makes you think that America won't end? And I'm going to prove this to you in the scriptures. I want to start off in the book of Luke, chapter 68, one of my favorite verses in the New Testament, actually. Luke chapter 1, verse 68 through 71. This is Luke chapter 68, verse 71. Blessed be the Lord Yahweh of Israel, for he has visited and redeemed his people. So for all y'all apologists out there, like both Vocal Malone, all these different turncoats and all these different gutter rats, they don't understand the Bible. They don't understand the Bible, And all those who oppose this truth, they really don't understand the Bible. They really don't. Because it surely states here that blessed be the Lord Yahweh of Israel. So that proves you he's the God of Israel. And he has visited and redeemed his people. So that's only dealing with Israel. He has raised up a horn of salvation for us in the Slakia. He has raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. And that horn of salvation is Yahweh Shah Mashiach. And as he spoke by the mouth of his holy prophet, which he have been, Slakia, as he spoke by the mouth of his holy prophet, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. And you could precept that precept to Isaiah the 45th chapter, verse 17, where it says, Israel shall be saved with everlasting salvation, a world without end. So that world, is talking about the world of Israel, But the point I want to get to is this is prophecy that this kingdom will go down. That, this kingdom will go down. And see, our job is to foretell you, like foretell means it's prophecy. Foretell is like you foresee something, and we see things through the scriptures, And the only way you can see this thing, you have to have the spirit of wisdom. If you don't have the spirit of wisdom, you can't understand the Bible, literally. And like, for example, like this picture here, this picture is from the movie Independence Day. So even the writers in Hollywood and the script writers in Hollywood, they even know that a destruction is coming to this place, but they don't have the full clues because why? They're carnal. They can't understand this. This truth is spiritual. All right, let me get the precept of that verse. I'm going to go to Jeremiah 28:8, and I'm going to close out here. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries. So it was prophesied from the beginning of time that this Babylon the Great, which the times we in now, that this kingdom of much wicked oppression would be destroyed. This by far the most wickedest kingdom in the history of civilization. This is one of the most wicked kingdoms in the history of civilization. And that's documented, man. That's history. The prophets that have been before me, Slakia, and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, and of war and of evil and of pestilence. So throughout time, the verse I want to get to, throughout time, each rulership, each kingdom had an end. And so have it been in the past, so it is going to be in here now in the future. Only kingdom that's going to last forever is going to be the kingdom and the rulership of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. That's the only kingdom that's never going to end. It tells you about that in the scriptures. But this is exactly what I wanted to touch on, is just to prove to you guys that America will be judged for all the evil and wickedness and abominable things that they done to us and still doing to us. This place will get judged for all the wickedness they push, And with that, I'm going to close it out. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to our Heavenly Father, Yahweh. Also, true Holy beside the King of Kings, royalty himself, Yahweh Shah, Mashiach. And also the final Father, the truth, out of One West. And they know their kingdom running up too.